does Cal really hate Jimmy to the fact because he knows that he needs Jimmy G, and that he's just so afraid to start Trey Lance until he rides the Jimmy G train until like the wheels fall off?
I don't read it that way. I don't see that. I don't read it as Kyle having like a personal animus or a personal problem with Jimmy. I just think Kyle is like John Gruden in the sense that they're always dissatisfied with their quarterbacks. It's always the quarterback's fault that the offense isn't the best offense in the league, because they should be the best. It's the best scheme. It's the best playbook. If the quarterback would just freaking execute it the way Kyle drew it up, he would have all of the Super Bowl rings and all the awards in his quarterback. I always feel like it's kind of Kyle's, and it was Gruden's attitude too. Just like this, Gruden couldn't even hide it on his face, and Gruden would always show up the quarterback after a third day, like, dude, what?
Right.
You do it, John.
It's not that easy. Like, if Kyle can read coverages or determine
you do it, Kyle,
what defense is playing,
yeah,
then why do you still run a play that sets your offense back?
Right.
More yards. But sooner or later, I'm not sure. I really hope Trey Lance starts next year. I mean, I was really hoping for us to lose at least. I mean, win 3 more games and lose the rest of the way, just so we could see Trey Lance. But if they do bring back Jimmy G, that's it. It wouldn't make sense. You traded up 3 first-round picks, which I assume you could have got Trey Lance at 12. No one really talked about him going higher than 10 until you trade up for 3. Same with Mac Jones. So
if the organization had told fans like, "Hey, we're going to keep Jimmy Garoppolo for 2 more years. Do you think we should trade up to number 3 for a quarterback?" Fans would have been like, "Is this a real question? What are you talking about?
Right? Are you serious?
Are you serious?
That would be
How is this even a question? You do one or the other. I don't know."
So,
but I don't know.
Again, I appreciate it. It just doesn't make sense, because what is Jimmy? And I know there's a lot of Jimmy defenders. I know Eric Croker, he's a Jimmy defender, but he's average. Let's be honest. He's like a lower version of Kirk Cousins.
The Patriots are getting everything the Niners are getting from their quarterback for a tenth of the price. You don't have to spend $27 million a year for that. You don't.
And one thing, and I do want to say is, I wonder how many 49ers fans forgot the Kendrick Bourne quote beginning of the season when he got to the Patriots training camp. And they said, "Oh, they just work harder here." And it kind of showed beginning of the season. They beat Detroit and the Eagles, but I mean the Eagles are good now, but Detroit's a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's like with Bill Belichick, they will own it. He's like I guess you could say one of the best leaders in the league. He holds everyone accountable. Kyle Shanahan doesn't even hold himself accountable. So it's kind of like, what's the
Kyle Shanahan has never made a mistake, so how could he? I'm sorry.
No, he hasn't. He won the Super Bowl where he lost to Tom Brady. It's just the fact it just doesn't show on his
face. Everyone else, it was Matt Ryan's fault.
Yeah. Matt Ryan, who was like a Pro Bowler before I got here, but
that's a good point.
He's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame.
It's true.
By the time his career.
It's true. And yet you got people around here saying Kyle Shanahan's the greatest offensive play caller ever. I've heard people say that. It's like, wow.
Honestly,
wow.
Kyle Shanahan might be the worst coach outside of Pete Carroll in our division. No one wants to have that conversation.
Yeah, man.
If Pete Carroll wasn't sticking it up,
he's falling behind Cliff Kingsbury. Losing to Cliff Kingsbury at home when Cliff Kingsbury had Colt McCoy was tough. That was a tough one. But at least he's better than Pete Carroll.
He is. As a fan, I was talking a lot of crap about the Cardinals because they had Cliff Kingsbury as a coach. And I know he's going to run the same plays. Now it's like, well, what does Kyle Shanahan do better?
I know. Zach, I got to take some more calls, man. Good stuff, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
Later. Hold on. Let me take this thing down. Back over here. Don says Jimmy makes playoffs, traded for a second rounder. Wins 1, a first rounder. 12-5, third rounder, 9-8, fourth rounder. Perhaps. I wonder if you guys agree with that.